Hi, Scorpios. So I have to do my reading with this headset on right now because they're doing construction downstairs. It's a lot. It's a lot going on. How are you guys? It is your season. It is your season, and we have COVID. We have the election. We got a lot going on. Um, I was meditating on your guys' energy, and the song from LP, Muddy Water came on. And I was like, I won't ask you for mercy. I won't come to your light. I can't remember what that lyric is. What you see is the worst me, not the last of my kind. Um, you know areas where I'm not coming for you, by the way. I'm not coming for you. But y'all know sometimes when you're in that scorpionic energy and it's almost inconsolable. It's almost inconsolable. It's almost like, people could, look at your happy meal and you're like, I ain't happy about this. and and it's like it's muddy water. It's a lot of muddy water happening right now. My mom kind of taught me growing up about dreams, and oftentimes when you'd have dreams of muddy water, it was a sign of trouble. So I'm not sure if you guys feel. I'm sorry, I'm trying to change lighting right now. I don't know if you guys feel that something is coming or an impending sense of things. You guys are water, so you guys are constantly picking up a lot of things. But there's this sort of like, especially the last month, there could have been a bit more of a listless feeling, if not listless, sort of a darkness that you can't quite escape. So let's shuffle cards and get into it. Okay, so we're going to start here with the Two of Rods. So this is the Two of Rods. And this guy, you can kind of see the sun is over here. This guy has the world in his hands, and he is trying to figure out, where are we going? What's on the path? What do I have to look out for? What's over the horizon here? What's over the horizon? Where can I build? Where can I set this earth? This earth. Earth is associated with stability. It is associated with a groundedness. Where can I set this earth? You guys being water, where can I bloom? Where can I plant things? We have the Ace of Rods in reverse. You're not sure, but you know it's not here. You're not sure, but you know it's not here. And that causes a bit of an internal storm, that causes a bit of an internal storm because it's really hard to move right now. It's not just hard to move in the world right now with COVID and stuff like that. It's literally hard to move right now. I feel like, you've been getting messages, maybe some opportunities have come, Page of Rods. Maybe opportunities have come. Maybe been getting messages, and you guys haven't really been doing much moving. You've been doing a lot of thinking. This is definitely a season of a lot of thinking, but not a lot of movement. A, it's hard to do so, but B, you don't want to go back to where you were. You don't want to go back into this darkness, even though you might be in it currently. You don't want to go back into this darkness. You don't want to go back into hiding. I don't know why the word hiding is coming up. I'm just going to go off. The word hiding is coming up. You don't want to go back into hiding. You're seen now in certain ways, and in certain ways you're also visible, but then in a certain way that also makes you very uncomfortable. I don't know who that's for or where that's coming from, but that's what I'm seeing. Um, Now, this could be in relation to work. This could be in relation to families. Could be in relation to relationships. But there's an element of being seen right now that you don't want to go back into hiding, but then you also don't know how to be seen. So it's almost an issue of giving and receiving, and you don't really know how to receive. We have the Knight of Swords, And we have the Ten of Rods. I feel like some of you might have prematurely put down your rods. I feel like some of what you're feeling right now, some of the unease that you're feeling right now, some of um, the anxiety that you're feeling right now is associated with the fact that you put your rods down too early. This guy's carrying rods, but these rods are to build something. And I feel like a lot of you feel like, I just wanted to unload. It was just too heavy. It was just such a burden. I just wanted to set everything down. This could have been getting into relationships that you already kind of intuitively knew wasn't necessarily going to work. This could also indicate maybe taking a job for sake of desperation. This could be, buying a house, literally buying a house in an area that just seemed to have like a good deal, but you weren't really as sold on it. You just kind of did it because it was a good deal, it was available, and so these are just kind of ideas of what that could mean. But it's like you kind of you set down all your rods too early, and thought you can start planting, and then and then the world happened, and then you realized the deal wasn't as good as, as you wanted it to be. People were all going through, with Mercury retrograde and Mars retrograde and Scorpio season, people being in the deep sort of belly of the unconscious in the current moment. There's this element of like, you found out things about people that you were like, I don't know if I can live with that. I don't know if I can live with that. It could be this. It could be the opposite. It could be that people realize that something about you that like they're like, I can't really. I don't know if with this we harmonize, we vibe as well as I thought we did. But it's that. It is that. It's the feeling that you put down your rods just a little too early. You sign the contracts just a little too early. We have the Magician card in reverse, and we have the King of Swords in reverse. I feel like this indicates to me that someone, some of you might have felt forced into a situation. And it's almost like you guys didn't, you feel like it's not your will. You feel like your will is not being acknowledged. It feels like for you, your will is not what's happening right now. You kind of feel being like you're the one being tossed in the ocean, and you are the ocean, but you feel like you're being tossed in the ocean right now, which is not a fun feeling. It's not a fun feeling. Um, and there's also a lack of clarity. There's a lack of clarity as to, well, where are you going to go? What are you going to go next? And some of you guys are are so exhausted by the situation that you're kind of on autopilot. You're kind of just like, it's happening. It's happening. It's happening. So it's not your will. You're not picking up your own tools and seeing what you can build. You're just kind of like, well, what are we going to do now? We're already here. We already bought the house. We're already in the relationship. This is already happening. Um, Ace of Cups in reverse. This has come up for everybody so far. Ace of Cups in reverse. I think we're all exhausted. And you already feel like your cup is empty. You're like, my cup is empty, where I don't really, it's an inability to be able to move. So even if you have some really amazing things right in front of you, even if it's not that bad, maybe it's not that bad, there's still an element of feeling controlled. There's still an element of feeling like, again, your will is not being enacted. There's still an element of feeling like your cup is empty. How long has your cup been empty? I think that's a question that you guys need to ask yourself. How long actually has your cup been empty? Is it empty from the situation, or has it been empty and you just never refilled it? And then you entered into a new situation with an empty cup, expecting someone else to fill it, and then realizing that the only one who can fill your cup is you. It's a question. Um, let's see. My computer's decided to make some noises. Okay, we're gonna no restart tonight. Leave me alone. Anyway, bottom of the deck we have the Six of Cups. I would say just at this moment, maybe you should figure out before you go back to something that felt more comfortable. Maybe you guys should figure out what is making you really uncomfortable now. Because the whole thing is as much as you might want to blame the person that's in front of you or blame the job, this is all about your lack of clarity and your lack of clarity getting you into situations that could be beneficial and could actually work out. But once Scorpios a lot of times are in their own head, they're in it. They're swimming in it. And if you tried to swim and deep dive as far as you guys can go, you might drown yourself. So there is an element of just kind of like figure out what forward really looks like, and maybe going backwards isn't the thing. It could be, but I would first assess exactly what is your territory going to look like. Like yours, not, oh, I almost fell. Yours, your territory, not what someone might have put on you, but what you like. And this could even come from parents too. This come from pressure from parental sources kind of telling you what you should do, where you should go, and who you should be. And instead of going back to that because it might be comfortable, you might even get financial support. Your will. Okay. Anyway, I hope this helped. And if you guys go ahead, like, share, subscribe. If you guys want to get a personal reading, my email address is below. If this resonated with you, feel free to donate. My PayPal is down below for donations. And I have an Instagram, which is instagram.com/I am a witch. It is spelled exactly how it is on this channel. And I'll talk to you guys soon. Bye.